Okay, Rings of Power. Season 2. Here we go again. I've noticed a change in my parenting recently. When things get heated, I've been able to see the humor in the situation and I laugh. I don't mean to, as is the beauty of laughter, but it almost without fail lightens the mood. I've always been someone who takes things so seriously, especially things that are near and dear to my heart. But this newfound levity was a welcome change and most often breaks the brittle, fragile, and dare I say, grumpy tension. This video will be about how to deal with, how do I put it, when something you love becomes connected to something that you, well, very much do not. It's been a year since the release of the first season of Rings of Power, and I've had some time to think. With the new season upon us, I've decided to take this lighter approach and to just not take it too seriously. We have trouble in our minds, at least I know I do, as stories and worlds become IPs. And the more official a piece of media looks, aka who owns the rights, how much was the budget, and how good does the post-production look, the more it seems to be a part of official canon. The world was blown away by Jackson's adaptation of Lord of the Rings, and we happily added it to our headcanons of what quote-unquote counts as Tolkien. He also made these films under the rights granted by the Tolkien estate, which almost felt like a blessing given by the Tolkien estate. But now, Rings of Power has these rights granted to them. Yet the result was heavily disappointing to many Tolkien fans around the world. What does this mean? What do we do with our headcanons? Well, my friends, I say we let out a little chuckle and move on. Just because something is made under the quote-unquote Tolkien IP doesn't mean you have to accept it as canon. Because I think the whole concept of a Tolkien IP feels fundamentally off to me as a lover of his works. I will take his beloved stories, appreciate the adaptations that add to my imagination, and simply not pay any mind to those that I think will take away from the beloved world of Middle-earth. Yes, folks, choosing to not watch is a choice available to you. And truthfully, I think that will send the message louder than any complaints we may have. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And if you're new, please consider subscribing and giving me a like. I also want to take the time to offer a big thank you to those who have been with me for a while. I know I haven't released much content lately. I am a mom of 3 boys, and I have been working for the past year. And suffice to say, finding the time to give to content creation has drastically dwindled. I'll be making efforts to give myself a little bit more time to be creative, so please keep a lookout for the next few weeks and months. Thanks again for watching. I'm Andrea with the Bangs, and keep seeking meaningful stories.